Yeah, it's not.
Kidding
That
you,
far.
Look what I are. I'm a fucking pro now. Handling pro. I'm gonna be able to have 4 sources with me. So we're gonna have under, behind, in front, to the side. Who knows? Anyways, hello. Everyone. Welcome.
I don't know what you're really saying, but
Yeah, who knows? Wow, what are we doing today? We are working on landing page variations of. Okay. So, the plan is overall, what we're doing is, yes, we're gonna create a whole landing page area. All my life, said,
Are you
and
streaming?
I got them asking for stuff. Okay, yo, man.
Hello?
So, you want some more for your. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. We're
Can you
doing
be-
live.
your
No, I
voice
can't.
is
When you're
voice
joined-
mod.
Is it voice
I
mod?
can't even hear
Yeah,
what
what
you're
do you
saying.
mean?
Oh. Oh.
Might want to restart the stream.
I love it's like, oh. I couldn't really tell what you were saying, so I didn't even know you started
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. And then he mute.
it. Yeah.
I did not mute, for the record.
Anyways, we're talking about making landing pages today.
Well, you muted TeamSpeak.
We're getting down and dirty. You're still voice modded.
Oh, okay.
No, just for you guys. Okay, there we go. Broadcasting live. I don't know what that was.
Voice mod
Don't
took
tell
over.
anybody about that. So, what do we do today? We're fucking the stream up for sure. Step 1. Oh. And getting attacked by Ben, trying to get me to do stuff for him. The little punk. And my wife. So yeah, we're live. We're live, I think. Let's see. Are we live? That is the question you must ask yourself. Are you live or are you dead? And if you are live, why don't you have the affiliate offer yet? Why? That would be the best thing you can possibly do for yourself in 2023. Anyways. Today we are working on a landing page. I'm going to do a new variant. Completely new variant. Which is unheard of. Tell your guru to try something like this, alright? If you currently got a guru, tell him Matt called. And he was just like, bro, why don't you ever do landing page variants? Huh? Huh? He didn't. She didn't. It didn't. They, them, he, X, all of them didn't. We got new capture device. I tried to get it ready. I messed it up though because my voice mod wasn't properly working, but I guess it was properly working. And we had astronaut mode. We got new stream, new hat, and I got a new. Check this out. Check out the ports on this. 4 different versions of myself landing on DOS Moon. Get to see top, bottom, sides, inside of me, everything. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. We mark mature for this stream, right? Alright, fuck, we gotta stop swearing. Anyways. So yeah. I have this really successful landing page right now. I'm not gonna show it to you, so you don't steal it, but I'm gonna make it, so you can steal it, actually. And I'm making this thing from what the Spanish would call El Scratch. What do we have today to smoke? We have this beautiful stick right here. What? There's more of it? Churchill. So, according to my last designs and everything else, I'm not even going to get a tenth of the way through it. But yeah, we're going to do this one for the home doctor. Should be good. We're going to just give it a name, a home doctor, and then set the URL. I like to put stuff in the actual, not just the title, but in the, what would we call it? The URL, the canonical, if you're in, and just call it a book so people know it's
slug?
a book. I guess no, it's not. Is it a slug though?
What is a slug technically?
A slug is good question. I thought it was more of like a tag type deal. A URL slug, maybe it is. That's a complex question. We're gonna have to dive into that in another episode.
It's the unique identifying part of a web address, typically the end URL.
I guess it is the slug.
Wow. Okay.
So
Lucked into that one.
We're getting the fucking best slugs that we got right now. We're slugging it up here today. Sluggers. Alright, so what are we doing? We're publishing the page. Then we're gonna edit with Oxygen. Stay on page. What are you doing? Publish. Okay. Now we have it. We have our URL set. That's all I need this process for. And then straight into Oxygen. And what do we have to work with? What do we have to work with? Nothing. Yeah, this is it. This is how we start. This is how your affiliate journey is going to start, pretty much. Blank page, and you're going to be like, I don't know what to do. Man, give me some guidance. And that's why I'm here. So we have the other page up in front of us here. Let me just load it up. Load it up. We got Geppetto going hard. And then, so this version, this is, the affiliate loves to run this version. And I run this version with success, but guess what? I think I could beat it. So, 1v1 me. Page. Because I have a designed page that I previously did that I believe is better. So we can keep the first part of it, but you know what? Let's just jump into it, guys. So what I'm going to do here is just create a section. It's simple enough. I'm technically going to split this into columns and then align it on either side of the column because I want to have, so we have this right here. And what we can do is we can choose how we stack elements inside this. Amazing, I know. But I want to make like a fake navigation. So we're basically remaking the entire navigation. The good part is, if I add this image, so we're going to add element. I should have most of these already in here. Yeah, there we go, it's done. All right, page complete. We're going to have to load more. We've done lots of offers, okay? So let's just keep on loading. I want the logo that we already have. Beautiful. Oh man, who made that beautiful logo? I did. I made it. Didn't have to make it, but I made it just because. And I heard a good point today. So I was in a meeting. It wasn't even a meeting. It was just like friends catching up to some extent. Talking to my friend Andy. And Andy was like, hey, Matt, why don't you just do it done for you where you could kind of upsell it and you just do everything for them? And I'm like, I kind of want them to learn it. And he's like, yeah, but someone like me, the first thing I think about is like, oh, man, I'm going to have to learn how to do all this stuff. And I was like, damn, you got a good point. So I'm putting together the pieces like Lego to be able to just sell this in a box and be like, hey, you want this? I'll give it ya. Beautiful. So I can just basically set up people's sites, etc. We do want to figure out what color scheme we previously used for this. I like to get, so in a notepad, handy dandy notepad, we're going to set up all the colors that we previously had, which was just this red color. And just from the start, I'll use it. Oh, that's text color. What are you doing, man? Get out of here. FFF. You. All right, there we go. And so one thing I don't like about the previous version of the website that I have in my very successful website is it doesn't have a buy button at the top. And so many people, they basically stop you from purchasing. They're like, nah, you ain't ready yet. Just finding good levels. But they're like, you ain't ready, Matt. You ain't ready to buy yet. You know, you got to read this entire landing page before I even give you the chance to see the price, to see anything. And I'm not a believer in that. I like to sell to people like myself, degenerates. Oh, no, not just that. But people where it'd be like, basically they're like, hey, you know, I want this. Can I buy it yet? And you're like, no. You got to see more of what's in the book. You're like, please, I don't have time. My fingers are cramped from scrolling. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. It is though. If you look at this last page, you don't even give them a chance to buy. You're like
These people are
scrolling through.
breaking down. Their bodies
Yeah,
are
they're like,
breaking down
please,
before they get to the
please. They're
button.
just throwing their credit card
Yeah.
at the screen. Just take it. Take it. I don't care.
How do I get this?
Yeah. No, you must learn that it has a breast exam at home. You must learn that you have to not visit the like keep going. You haven't seen enough yet. It's like, please, just pitch me. How much? Like, have you ever bought something before where the person wouldn't tell you the price and they just kept pitching you?
You just want it so bad.
And you're
like, I
literally
came here
asking
for
it.
this. You don't need to tell me.
You know, since I'm an asshole, I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care. What's the price? And they're like, no, I'm not going to tell you the price yet. And I'm like, well, then I'm not going to buy it. I got to do shit today. You know?
Figure the price out. I'll be back later.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it. And then what we have to do is we have to make these stack together. And the good news is, well, it's not actually good news. It's awful news. We haven't done this for a while, so we're going to learn together. So text color for the links, I'll just make it red. These are kind of all backwards anyways. I like to put a home, you know, ET, go home, and then just like, and these aren't actually linking to different pages because they don't pay me enough to link to different pages. No, they do, but it's just like, I'll just link it to different parts. So if they're like, okay, whatever, show me your testimonials. Then yeah. Okay, so one thing we want to do is we want to, in the layout, we want to make it so it all goes to the right. Float right. Oh, good. That didn't work. Okay, let's see what happens when we do it with this one. We just have to make... Oh, clear right. No, don't do it. Float right. You know, sometimes when it doesn't work, you make it work. So we're going to put this over here, home testimonials. We could have put it in its own div, but whatever. We're just adding a little bit of that CSS sauce to it. And then on this view, bam! Oh, that's cool that we can make it a thickie like that. Alright, tap navigation. Tap fucking navigation. Okay. So let's figure out what this one is. Testimonials. Like, that's good spacing. 20. Even numbers are always good, but not a prerequisite. We need some water. This is one of those streams that's just a mess from the beginning. So we're going with it, team. We're going with it. Print it. You know, I always say, you know, don't get too romantic with this kind of stuff. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, what font size did we use there? 20. Man, I'm just freehanding very even numbers right now. Beautiful. So we'll increase the spacing here, but we don't want to make it go like that. A little bit of spacing here. A little bit of Monica in my life. Just kidding, Tiff. It's right here. What? I'm looking at the font to align it right now. Get out the ruler. Oh, I gotta. So everybody knows, if you guys are still on and haven't just turned this degenerate off. Funny, I got a Christmas gift from my landlord today. Because you know, you don't buy houses, you rent them, and then you save your money, you invest it, and you make more in the end. Come on now, you should know that. But yeah, increased rent. Son of a bitch. No, I really don't care. It's not that much. Okay, so next thing we want to do is but you're always waiting for that one guy. It's like, oh, you don't have money, you rent. It's like, yeah, why the hell wouldn't I rent? It just makes sense. You know what my kids do to houses? You think I want one right now? No, thank you. Alright. So, we got ourselves, basically, what we want to do here is, so right now, how have we made it better? We have a navigation. Yay! So I want this to be up top. Like, this is my big old, like, you're buying the home doctor. Or you ain't leaving. Home doctor. We gotta make this, we're gonna align it. Easy enough. Layout. Centera. We want to put it our color of choice. Let me make sure I still have that hexadecimal. I got piano lo-fi today. Let me know what you guys think. We want it big. We want a big old one. And guess what? You know, we're getting fancy with this one. We're putting effects on it. Text shadow. Okay, let's see what we got here. We can't do color white because it won't. Oh, look at that. Look at the markings on this butte. We'll pull it together a little bit more. We'll line it up. You don't want the... You just want to make it glow a bit. And that's a bit too dark. You don't want to affect the legibility. Home doctor. Great. We're done. Print it. Oh, didn't do my intros. We got Patrick Ward in the chat.
Hello.
The bestower of binary himself. And then we have Tiffany.
Hi.
The IKEA meatball master.
Did you restart your Steam?
I know. We print it. I don't
what's
care.
What's up with the late intro? I just got back.
Oh, I forgot to do. This stream's a mess today, okay?
You trying to kill us? Because you
Yeah.
left the oven on and I burnt my hand on a pot
Oh.
handle. Hurt really bad.
He's on to it, stream.
Sure.
No, I was gonna make pizza, but then I didn't. Truth.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deny that.
So you're trying to kill us?
No, I will not confirm nor deny. I will deny, actually. I'll only deny. The font weight on this one's a little bit thick. You know, we could just... This part, it doesn't add too much. It does add a bit of context to it, but we don't need it to be, like, super bold. We're going to lay out. And like I said, I'm just copying a design that I know has previously worked. There is some stuff that I do have to do to it. Oh, they really don't want me to put it that much closer. Okay, so we're going to scoot this up a little bit. Scooter up. Scooter McGavin. Okay, and then underneath this... It is a bit, like, the downside to this logo right here, a little bit noisy. It's going to take, like, when you look at this page, you're kind of like, ah! But that's okay. We can fix it.
Is it the padding on the home doctor? The red heading?
I don't think it is. I think it's because I applied a drop shadow to it.
Oh, got ya.
Yeah, the drop shadow. See, we got zeros on all. But that's fine. See, I can always give this a negative margin, and in today's world, negative margins work.
True.
So, it's not too big of a deal. Alright, now we need a video player. And, we'll push this down a little bit from the top. I don't mind this part spaced out. You know what? Let's see what happens. See, like I said, you can do negative margins. We can do 10, negative, double negative. I wonder if you do negative, if it makes it positive. Okay, we're gonna have to get the video information from this. Ooh, my code is just so good. Sorry, had to stop there for a second. Okay, so we got this section, this div. Oh, I found it. Copy. So, all you have to do is just go, bam! Geppetto's back! And what is one of the differences, you ask? You know what we're doing? We're duplicating this button, and we're also putting it at the bottom. You know why? I even have a learn more button, which is kind of funny. Okay, we may actually put this in its own section, so let me just create another section here, and then go like this. We're going to get the section properties, have it so it's horizontal on top of itself. We're going to duplicate this again, but tell me if you can notice a difference here between the two buttons. Bam, learn more. So the learn more Hey, where's the border on this thing? We gotta protect our borders. In this. Borders, here we go. So color, gonna be that. Width, 1 pixel. Alright. So then, I wonder what happens if you set this to center, and then you set this one to center.
It would be the containing div. You would set that. Yeah, you would set that to center its children.
Tabernacle, huh? Yeah. Center, no. Yeah, I could technically make a div. We could do a div, and then what we could do is go layout, center, and then we don't have to give it the whole stacking thing for this part of it. So we'd want these buttons in the div. Get in there. Get in there. And then the div itself we'd horizontally set, and then layout, center. Alright, there we go. One thing I don't like about this is button size. Like, we want this. Yeah. I feel pretty good about this. Well, not completely. I want these buttons bigger. But it's not that I want them bigger. I want them, the width of them bigger. So, like, let's go 200. Yeah, I'll put them both at 200. And then that div's just gonna wrap around it anyways. Size spacing, 200. Look at this. We've given these people so many chances to buy. The downside to this being another section, though, is I like to set a background on this. So I may put the div directly in here, which I know what you're thinking. Brilliant, because it is. And then do the padding here, because I typically, what I'll do from here is I like to set a really light background for it. Something that's somewhat relevant. I don't have really any clip art yet for it, but I will. I'll put that in after the fact just to cause some contrast here. So let's just set it a nice little semi-gray for now. And what I'm going to do is I put a background for it. So like for the one that I did before, it was like trees and stuff, and it makes it look a lot better. But we'll do that in Photoshop after the fact. Next thing I want to do is I do want to copy somewhat. Okay. So first thing I do is I give a sample. Biggest mistake, you can make it a blackout. I like this one. Best natural painkiller grown in your
I'd
own
make
backyard.
that one an ad right now. That blackout one, because I just went through a 4-day blackout one. I know that one would speak to me.
That one would, right? What to do in a blackout? You
Yep.
buy it right now. Okay, so I do need a background. Okay, but first, before we set that, because we already have something in our clipboard, I believe that I normally set this for like a heading 2, and we'll just paste it directly in, and then we're going to give it that beautiful white font so we can see that really well on the white background. And then using this exact same landing pages, using the exact same landing pages. This is the pretty much a copy of the landing page that I made. Over $1 million from, which is crazy, which is loco. Okay, just because I'm using that one doesn't mean I'm actually. So this is what I put in the last version. Here's a sample from the book. So we're actually changing that up. Get their attention, you know? Attention! Beautiful. Okay, then underneath, we're gonna add a section. And I really want to just like, okay, so we have a picture there. I'm gonna have to, in this section, I'm just adding a column right now. I'm just building this thing live. It's absolutely Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not trying to oversell on this one, and I feel like a lot of these landing pages, and I'll have to change the wording of this, but I wanted to change the wording anyhow. So, anyhow, I just wanted to use anyhow in a sentence. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, save and close. Okay, so visual, save and close, bam. It may not be long enough for that one. Oh, here's a good one. I just need more girth just because it's gonna have to have an image beside it. Whoa, whoa. So what we do is we Control C on PC. And let me just take a look at the
There's a lot of divs in that text field.
Oh, I know there is, but that's showing all the divs in the entire site itself. So it's
okay.
Yeah, it's where you think like, okay, there's way too many divs here. I've already checked into it. It's just that. So size 20 font, it's a good size. It's Peggy approved. If I get a fan named Peggy, I'm gonna fucking eat it at some point. I'm gonna be like, fuck you. I'm not old. I'm 15-year-old Peggy. Okay, and now what I want here is just like a picture of the actual book itself. So I don't need some of these other products that I'm advertising. I want a picture of the book. Select. Or no, I don't want a picture of the book yet. I lied to you and I apologize. I want a picture of what they used. So they used that weird looking liquid stuff. So we need to push this down a little bit. And then what I did is, you know, at this point, it's like, oh, that's useful information, Matt. Thank you for that. And you know what I'm going to say? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually give them a chance to see what's actually in the fucking book itself. I don't mean to swear so much, and I apologize, but I don't apologize. Screw that. No. So we got 40. I'm gonna flip it around on this one. So we're gonna do, get out of here, 60. And then this. Oh, we're just gonna move these elements around here. This goes there. This goes not there. Bam, right there. And this will be a picture of the book itself. So bam, select. And then what I want on top of here, so I'm going to add a headline. We're gonna make it an H3 just for my SEO homies. Okay, what is the home doctor book? And then we're gonna scroll violently all the way down and actually find what it is. Okay. So we didn't even read this yet, but we will. Sorry, copywriters in the house right now. Okay, so we gotta go visual, put in that break. We need a double break in this. What the heck is this? Maybe you're right on that. So we're just gonna copy this, put that in the text itself. So we gotta watch
all
out.
that flex item, I think that's all Bootstrap.
Oh, is it? Interesting. Yep. Oh, you know what it probably was too?
Just the rich text got copied?
Yeah. Reference, say? At-home medical reference with over 300 pages filled with practical tips, precise diagrams, and step-by-steps. Blah, blah, blah. You can become a home dog. I always like including this one. With no previous medical knowledge. I watched a podcast with Ty Lopez the other day. He's actually a pretty smart guy. As much as he'll sell his soul to the crypto devil. He's a good guy. Interesting. Self-reliant people. Okay. See, we got to the point where we almost have too much. Okay, we do want to, one thing we want to do here, we want to go back to our text coloration, and I'd probably split test this at some point. Let me just see what I would do for the font size. 32 sounds good. And it's like, what, man, what was the whole point of all this? Why don't you just countlessly list off all this stuff for people? It's like, no, I just, I don't like it. There will have to be some copy written here at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna do a new section, and then I'm gonna just put this here. Sections just love dropping that heading down. But okay, so the element itself, I want to center. So how does it work? Let's see where we can pull this from. Some of this we want to grab from the we're just gonna do some placeholder stuff down here at the bottom. Alright. Mouth is dry today. We haven't even started the cigar yet. Oh. Okay, how does it feck? I know I did this in very, very large font. 51. Is ready to see the biggest font on the internet landing pages today. Okay. So now what we want to do, give it that rich text. And we just let's add some text in here. Okay, we're gonna edit this on the side. Very good. Find out. Let's see. I'm just putting some copy together. Exactly what to do. Resume. Beautiful. We're gonna put them line breaks in there. Line break, save. We gotta put it at proper font size. So font size 20. Look at this. Best way to fill up a landing. It's like being in high school or grade school and them being like, all right, it needs to be 20 pages. You're like, double lines it is.
That was my trick, always double spacing.
Double space, double lines. Size 57 font. Okay. We lost.
I would write you.
Or like when you had to hand something in, what you do is you just like give them a corrupted file on purpose, rename it exe file.
Or usually it's like 5 sentences a paragraph, right? So I'd make like the shortest sentences. I'd be like, it's a paragraph.
Yep. That is why we all failed. Looking back, that was the start of the end of our academic career. Well, mine at least. I won't speak for you guys.
Oh, mine was a disaster.
I was mediocre at English.
Yeah, I was mediocre milk too at English.
History was my hardest subject.
Okay, add an image in here.
And math was down there.
Okay, so underneath this, I was always good at math. Math was actually named after me, Matthew. No. But I just didn't like attending. I had other stuff to do in high school. I was trying to make that money. I was selling like caffeine pills and all this stuff that yeah. Not like drugs or anything. But yeah, I'd just be selling stuff and making money and working out and doing all the other stuff that I wanted to do. Playing cards. I got really good at cards for a bit. Thought it was gonna be my career.
Wait, what? I missed that.
Oh, I'd like play cards a lot in the cafeteria. Because our school, everybody had lunch at the same time. So any other time, the cafeteria was closed. Or it wasn't closed, it was just open for the public.
That's weird. We always like rotated.
Yeah, we had a small old school though.
We had like 5 schools merge into one.
See, we had that, but our base schools were so small. Like, we didn't have many people in there. Okay, I gotta find a step-by-step on how to what. Let's see if I can find it on this page. Step. Okay, that's all we needed. Okay, each section has clear examples of multiple colorful pictures guiding you step-by-step instructions. All right. See, just to look at this, it's a shorter landing page. Don't sleep on the shorter landing. Rant time. Don't sleep on shorter landing pages. Sometimes they work better. everybody thinks, and it just becomes, I hate saying everybody, or, you know, or they, quoting they say that.
Did you see your Twitch chat?
No. Hi, I want to offer. Oh. I'm willing to pay 10 cents Canadian. What you got for me? I think it's just a bot offer. Prove that you're not a bot.
Obviously.
Here, let me teach you how to market your stuff better. Come on, guy.
Definitely don't write paragraphs like that.
Yeah, it's a bit too much. You could have clearer copy. Like, I'd almost start like a conversation thread of like, hey, you know, just like even paying like a VA or something like that. Like, I know it's probably all done by a bot, etc. But I could give you some way better strategies that you could learn on marketing. Like, let's really just take a look at.
And that username is definitely a
Yeah, no, the
keyword
thing is,
smasher username.
yeah, keyword smasher. That'd be an actual fucking sick SEO name, like an alias for SEO. But see, the problem is with that is like you have to objection handle, because like I'd have a billion objections for me, but just in general, I'd be like, hey, you know, what use is it if it's just bot views, etc., and everything else, and can it hurt the channel? And like a lot of those services aren't the best. Like, I see you have a guarantee in there, but guarantees don't cover harm to the channel itself. And you're not a real person in general. Like, if you were to just pay like a VA to book like sales appointments, etc., it'd be a much better method. You wouldn't have to use you wouldn't deal with like, you're dealing with a lot of bullshit in this method. Like, of course, you're sending people to the website. And the thing is too, like the website name, dogehype.com. What does that have to do with promos and everything else? You know, fuck Doge hype. Not, no offense, but it's just like, how? What does that have to do with it? Unless you're like, the best twitchfollowers.com. You could get something like that. I'm sure they have that available. It's just, come on, man, put in some damn effort. This is a good stick. I'm also going to go through and really read and like change up the copy and everything for this, because like you can't, you really have to read it through like the eyes of Peggy, just being like, or the people, the Nancys out there, the moms, etc., and just make sure it's like it covers all of it. But really, it's like, all right, if I were to take this whole landing page and condense it down and be like, Matt, you have 23 seconds to sell, like what would I do at that pace? And yeah, that's kind of the goal overall. It's just like this whole paragraph thing, it doesn't work. You could have done it even if you split it up into multiple messages. But yeah, DMs and like bots and spam and stuff. It's always just playing a numbers game. I bet it's like every 5,000 messages they get a client from it. Wish you could do it. Holy shit. We ran out of lo-fi piano. We got to start this back up. See what you did, bot? All right, so at this point, we are ready. I think we missed a part, actually, to be honest. How does it work? Oh, so after how does it work? Here we go. This is what we missed. I'm going to add an image. And the image is going to be of the book. Maybe something like that. Select. Sure. We're going to size and space. I never thought of it. I should really, like, whenever I get spam, I should rate their spam messages. Be like, come on, we can do this better. even though there's not many people behind it, because they can. See, this is the one right here. This is like most people. This is the one that the internet marketers are scared to do right here. What I'm about to do. Okay, we got to pull this all the way down. Oh, we have the one thing, save. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so we're going to put a buy now under it.
I always drag with the little section.
Yeah, I drag too,
thing.
but like, look at the complexity.
Look at the markings on the complexity, right?
Yeah, it's just a lot. But what I'll do, look at this. This is what nobody does. Buy now, $37. I ain't scared. I'll tell them the price. Every time someone hides the price from you, you don't trust what the price is for it. You're like, oh god, the longer they wait, it's just like that complaint from before. It's like, why are they waiting to tell me? It's like, okay, this is going to be something stupid price. They've really got to justify the absolute shit out of this.
What about putting like, I want this book now? Question,
Yeah, and no.
It's not as obvious of what the button's for.
Well, I think there's a lot of weight to actually how well that works. I think it'll work in stuff like listicles and advertorials. Or like, click here to get your discount.
Yep.
But this worked. It's just being flat out. Because I feel like people put up blinders to marketing that's really deceptive like that. Not only deceptive where it's too marketing, you know? Like if I see it, the more and more the marketing I get for it, the more and more I'm like, eh.
Well, I just feel like if the person reads it and it's in their head, like if they're thinking, I want this book now, and there's a button that says, get this book right now, you're like, oh, perfect, thank you. But if you're not exactly hitting that point, it can be offending.
Yeah, but that's why you give them the scroll, you know?
Yep. Well, I think the farther you get down the page, you can be a little bit more aggressive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. And typically, like, so I'm
like your last button should be like, "Are you not entertained?" You know?
Yeah.
It's been 400 examples.
Well, that's where the FAQ comes in. If you know what I mean. Okay, so, and I'm legit copying what already exists here. I just put a section in a section. Is that legal? Okay. So, I just kind of do the who, what, why, when, where, how type deal. Copywriters hate it. That's my clickbait. So like this one. And patty cakes, I'll just send you the one that I'm actually duplicating right now. And you'll kind of see how it flows and how it works. Like the copy does have to be tweaked. But like I said, I do this in a two-part tamale, you know? Okay. Excalea. Oh, that's in the section. No, we don't want that. Okay. It didn't change the text color. Do I need a pound in there? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's see what the font size in here. Inspect. 44. Because like directly, there's downsides to directly copying the page. There's upsides. It's like, oh shit. It's like I could beat it. It's like, well, can I really beat it? Can I even just beat it even better with my own stuff? And the answer so far has been yes.
Well, even if you make it more compliant, favorable for Facebook.
Well, yeah, that was like one of the main goals of this.
Right.
So we'll push this down a bit, let them know it's a different section. So this is... just have to, I'm going to preemptively do all the text here. Replace with home.there. Replace, no other ones. This will need to be reworked, but we're just going to keep it going. And what I'll do is I'll read it over like, I don't know what I pressed there. I think I pressed like Control S by accident, which seemed to actually save. Impressive. Yeah. So sometimes, in this case, the text editor is better because now I know that it's not adding stupid codes to all my stuff. Okay. What's contained? So you kind of go over the... So first, what is it? I'm going to have to work with that. So it's like, what is it? Here, first, a sample. So the sample is just tickling them. Not providing 37 scrolls of sample. Let's count the scrolls, actually. 37 maybe. Okay, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 scrolls. By the time you get to the bottom, Peggy's phone's going to be out of batteries. That thing hasn't been upgraded in the last 72 years. Okay, book suitable. And then at this point, I'll go in and, it's time. It's time for the pitch. At this point. Yeah, we're already pitching. I don't care. Like, long copiers, I have respect for you. But I live in a short copy kind of world. Because I'm shit at it. Here we go. I'm just going to duplicate this. We're going to throw it down here. Get down there. What happened to my section? Where's that headline? The section just became like... There we go. Oh, piss off. There we go. This is good. Okay, so home doctor, doctor, my abductor. I'm gonna do an H4 for it, so I'm gonna do total value US. We got too much. And then we're gonna do a little typography trick I like to call the slash. Tell them what they could pay, but they ain't, because they're checking out with me. You got to be careful with this stuff. Make sure it that it all lines up. I'm gonna double, triple, octuple check. I'm also gonna make it a bit bigger too. And then we're gonna center it. Layout, center. Home Doctor, we probably wanted a bit bigger. Got the value there. And then here comes the meat and potatoes right here. So I'm going to do a heading, and then I'm going to go today only okay, Matt 37. I gotta see if I can do different span, wrap it with the span, and the span is just so I can I just want to make it pop. And we may even go redder for this. Yeah. Look at that. Look. I can make the font bigger. And layout. By no means am I like a graphic designer or anything to that extent, but I just make sure it makes sense and that it flows. I hate how this doesn't have bottom padding though. Actually, let me add it to the... Okay, we're good there. So I can get rid of this. We're gonna hit the save button. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I have to set up some columns. We're gonna do the triple threaders. So we have multiple images that are going into here. We have the image one of the product one. So we select it, physical. I'll probably cut this, make it a lot better. And then on this side, we'll have the image of the digital, select, gorgeous. Is it gorgeous? Of course it is. And what I do too, just so it blends, I'm just going to pound FFF this. Get some F's in the chat. And look at this. We're going to do an effect on it. And we're going to do a box shadow. We're going to push this all here. Blur. Shadow spread. And then the shadow color. I kind of wanted a yellow from it. What's yellow? Like a yellow glow. Let's see. Yellow. X. Okay, it's a bunch of F's and 0. So that's the shadow. Shadow blur is going to be really out there. Shadow spread is not going to be that much. Blur is a bit much here. And then I'm going to just dull this down a little bit. Okay. So we have 0, 2, 14, 2. 0, 2, 14, 2. No! Okay, effects. 0, 2, 14, 2. Paste this in, give them the same kind of glow. We'll work on that. For this one, we want to center both of them. Just so it looks good. I believe I already centered that one. Okay. And then one thing I'm going to be doing here is we're going to delete this span. 80, 80. Just some little trickery. Not even trick. Okay, maybe it is. Leave me alone. And then what we want in here is watch this bloody miracle. I'm probably gonna have to redo this because it will have a white background. Let me make sure that this is correct on this. Yeah, it's a 60-day money back guarantee. But I'll have to change that background. We'll do that after the fact. And then we're gonna add on top of it some rich text. We're going to text line in the center. We're gonna add some weight to it. We did the select issue again, but that's fine. We needed to save and reload this page anyways. Let's actually we could just hit the refresh. We're good on this. Loaded oxygen. It's going pretty good. Okay. I still want these buttons to be a bit bigger, I think. Let's take a look at what we've done here. And then we're going to just spread this out a bit. I like to increase the font size of this. Probably less weight, to be honest. Nope, not that little. Then down the middle, help them make that decision. I really don't like the blur being that color, but just because we it'd be interesting actually. Do like a red blur on it. I know I avoided it last time, but you know what? Maybe. We want it a bit lighter, I think. Yeah. I'm feeling that a bit more. Effects, box shadow. There you go. Bit too many values of red in here, but this is meant to stop the scroll. One thing we want to upload here. Okay, I'm just going to change this. Okay, so after all this, what we can do, so after the columns, put it down at the very bottom div. We'll want to add, we can do a section here, it doesn't really matter. We'll want to give it the same background color. Okay, I hope I didn't mess this up. Offers. Nope. Oh, abductor. Abductor. Okay. Okay, so let's just add an image, and I like to add lots of proof in this, and look at that. We got some proof just ready to go. Here, checkout, satisfaction guaranteed, privacy protected. And you know what? There's still going to be people. Peggy's going to be like, I don't know. I don't trust it. Guess what? We're about to slap you with another. Push it down a little bit. Just basically, you know, if you're not satisfied, we got you, fam. Man. All right. Well, actually, give me a second. I just got to get more water. And I have to, Just kidding, I'm back. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go to the washroom, grab some water, you know, cycle it in, cycle it out. Be right back. And we're back. We're back.
Wow, you lost all your viewers.
Did I?
No, I don't know.
Ha. Still lots. Millions. Millions of viewers. Hundreds of millions. I'm a marketer. I wouldn't lie about that. Dead-unch. Alright. Now we're charged up again. We're good to go. Alright, so basically now I'm gonna tell them about the bonuses. And it's almost like, to some extent, I like to do it like a infomercial style, where it's like, oh, you're not ready to buy yet? I got you. How about this? Buy now, receive free bonuses, motherfucks. Okay, so we got heading here. H3. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. This, the music track I got going on right now. So good. Okay, we're gonna center this. I said, sometimes you have to do it with the actual layout itself. Yeah, there we go. And then I typically make this font size big. Beautiful, beautiful. I like this background soundtrack because it just tells me. It's like whenever I do something, it's like, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, buy now and receive free bonuses. Why not, right? Okay, so what we are going to do for this next part is, on this section, I'm going to add some columns. And, alright, so I had 2 columns. And then inside those columns, see, I'm just going to do, oh, it already is a div. But I'm going to add a div inside a div. Just to divvy it up. Oh, I love this icon that I have here. I'm going to copy this for sure. Okay, so the div itself, I'll technically give it like a background color of just white. That's all you really need. And then, so I want to space this somewhat in the center. Let's see. Ooh, see, this is a little bit harder to put in the... No. Center. No. It's fine. Okay, so now I just need to grab the information about the free bonuses. The title on this thing is stupidly big, but whatever. So add a heading. You can see it's already like a separate box inside, which is perfect. We want this to be smaller. Okay, so we can make it a lot smaller. I hate how they double lined it. And then we just add padding on either side. So we'll add like 10. Oops, let's stop. 10. 10's probably not enough. We'll do like 20 by 20 by 20. And then just adjust the font so it doesn't wrap like I do, which is awful. Okay, we do need padding from the top, which is going to be not too much, 20. We probably will want a line break because or we don't even technically need a line break. Okay, so I'm going to set it up how it should be, and then I'll show you guys where we go from there. So after that, I will typically just put some text in. We'll give it some weight, because it is a digital format only. This one, so we want this to be smaller. Not super small. I'm not trying to hide the fact that the bonuses are digital. Like, for the sake of Pete, we want them to know, and you get less like chargebacks, etc. And like, I'm waiting for my other books. It's like, no, I told you the other books are digital. They're free. They're in your email. Like, stop whining. But they whine. Okay, and then after, so with this font, of course, we're gonna have to purdy it up. Maybe too much weight on this one. I just want it. You want the title to definitely like outshine the subtitle. Okay, so that's good enough there. Gonna add, put an image in, browse. Let's take a look. Load more. So we need a picture of the bonus book, which is this one right here. Select image. We're gonna center it. Layout, center. Give it a little bit of movement there. And then I typically put this is my, so I'm gonna have to replace this with the digital looking version. Like when you don't have it in an iPad, people just, I'm trying not to scam, guys. I'm not purposely scamming or anything. I literally say, guys, you know, this is it's a free, you don't have to pay for it. And they're like, no, I'm waiting. Okay, so next thing we'll do, we'll add a heading in here. And what we put here is okay, regular price $49.99. But we're gonna, is it because it's a heading it's doing that? Let me push it to an H3. Okay, so I can't add a span to this, so I'm just gonna add text underneath. We're gonna transfer this over to the text and then give it that sweet weight that we want to give it. Make the font a little bit bigger. Let me see what I did on the other page. Inspect. I wonder if I did it as an image. Page 1, 22. Okay, so 22 font on this. We put it in the center. We select this. What we're going to do is we're going to span it so it's a separate thing. We're going to and then we're just going to edit the color and everything for it, make it pop out, and then guess what, strike through that, because you know what, today you get it free. Bam. Easy. And then what we want to do is just grab this, the description. We're gonna add underneath some rich text. Then we're gonna add underneath some rich text. We're gonna put that in there. Add some line breaks there. This just basically separates all the lines from it. And then what we need to do is give it that padding on either side. Alright. That looks good. And now what we do is we just duplicate this one and we just throw it over on this one. And then we just need the other book. So this one's going to show up a bit better from my understanding. Yep, we just replaced the actual book. Wild edibles, sure. Oh, I screwed up. So this one, it's opposite images, so we can fix that. Allegedly. Select, and then browse. Oh, it's gonna be that. Okay. Now, all we have to do, grab the description, push it in here, put our line breaks in it. Pretty simple. Save our cigar. Come on. Oh, ruined it. Ruined it. Perfect. Okay. One thing I do want is for them to be the same size-ish. So I'll just, there we go. Bam. Well, I have a bit more padding on this one. Let me check what I used for it. This is gonna mess up everything, but okay, let's do 20. I just want to push it in a bit more. 25. Yeah, 25 looks good there. And then this one, same thing. Size spacing. 25. We want these to start at the same line. A little weird that they don't. It doesn't have to be perfect. Peggy's not pulling out the ruler on you, okay? Font size 16 for this, so let's see how this looks. 16. Okay, that looks good. Gotta pull this down a little bit more. I almost want to make this, let's just see how it goes with red. I don't want to push too much color around because we're really using the color to just like attract people's eyes around, so they look at the proper section. It has some good flow to it. Like, it is a little bit busy at this point. These yellow buttons, they're so bad. I'm going to cut this top off and like do it as my own font and everything. That's something you suggested on the last one. Another good part too is it makes it a unique image, so we don't have any kind of duplicate content problems, etc. Okay. The next thing I like to do is go into testimonials. And they didn't give us any testimonials here, but we can like look them up. We can grab them from Amazon. We can grab them from other places. But what we want to do at this point, we can push this up a bit, is just add a new section in. Easy. Easy, right? Okay. And then, I'll put these stars right here. So, we added our section. Inside the section, we're gonna have 3 testimonials. I feel like that's all that's needed on this. Columns 3. And then above this though, we will want a title. It doesn't have to be. Okay. On this page, I have it quite large. 44. 44. Okay. We put in the center. This is a banger. Right after text. Perfect. Then we want to put this in the center. And then we'll worry about just like proper spacing, etc. Okay, cool. And then this one's pretty easy. We want to do another div and div. No, we don't even need to do a div and div. You know what? We're so we're gonna go text. Peggy Harold. One of our Peggy Harold. Okay, and then underneath that, we're gonna want more text, and then go something like Amazon.com to give credit to where the review is actually coming from. This could be small. We just need to. I just like to have it in there because they are going to be real reviews. And Facebook, they may eventually check. And then underneath that, what we're going to do is just duplicate this text, put it down. And then font weight, less font weight. I typically like doing like italics into it, like I didn't die last time my husband. No, let's keep it just in case it gets saved. I didn't die. We gotta be careful about all this. This was one of the best. You know what? Let's find one. Amazon.ca. Home Doctor. No, we don't want that one. Actually, finding this book. Let's get the actual full name of the book so we can search it up. And we'll just grab them live. We'll just go Amazon. Bam. Where's my reviews at? Oh, Crystal. This is a great review. Raving review, some would say. I don't like to give their full name. But look at this review. See, we just, Crystal L. Crystal Matt. Their name. Must be real. Okay, and then underneath what we're gonna... And notice how I picked a 5-star review? That is important. You know why? For this reason. Right here. Because... Select. 5 stars! What we're gonna do too is just create a border around this. Width of 1. Color. pound 000. Where's my border? There we go. Advanced size spacing. We'll give it 10 on either side. Just so it separates them into like different boxes. Oh, that didn't do it. 10. Oh, it's because I did padding. So we're going to go 10 and then 10. We will have to change the size of these just to make up for that 10 pixels that I ruined there. So what we're going to do is give them all 30, 30, and 30. Okay, maybe not. 27, 27, 27. Oh, it's auto-sizing them on me. Stop! Stop! Don't you do this to me right now. Unacceptable. Okay, we're hitting our mic. We're getting so mad. What we can do too is you don't have to give it a percentage. You can man, that looks good too, but we're not doing that. So we're gonna go 20. 20. 20. Quit auto gap in my thing. Or I could just go like this, duplicate, duplicate. Now what, huh? Then we can delete. And we can delete. Layout. See, the way to do this, if you're not willing to do it this way, instead of doing the width, you can pick pixels, and then I go like, I find an amount that works. 300, 400. No, 400 is too big. 350. That's 250. 350. Okay. Now let's just see how this goes on size and spacing here. Pixels 350, and then on this one, giving us the same problem, so we just go pixel manual 350. It says 350% because it doesn't know how to update it properly. Okay, so sometimes it's just denial and error, you know. 320. The spacing. 320. The spacing. 320. The spacing. Negative 600. There we go. All right. Those look pretty good. Okay, let's find some more. Man, these guys like going on. It doesn't have a name though, so I don't like using that. Well, there's lots of crystals here. Who rates 5 stars and goes, looks interesting? Amazon. This one's a little heavy. Okay. There we go. And this is a... Whoa, you see that? It goes backwards. Keystar, what makes that happen? You ever see that before? We just need to kill that one. Sandra, thank you for the review. Sandra. Cigars out. Bum 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 bum. It's interesting that it's doing a static height for this, even though it doesn't need to. Stella. Could put in them quotes. Okay. So I think we have a bit too much padding on this one. I think what I can do. Yeah, they all look good. They look good enough. Why is it doing it backwards? That's so weird. La. Okay. We're copying this one over. When something messes up, just delete it, you know? Why not? Don't get so romantic about it. Alright. Okay. So there we go. Next thing. Let's go 1, 1, 1, 1. Make it black. Gray. Effects. 1, 1, 1, 1. Gray. I wish there was an easy way to copy over just the styles. There may be. I could have always just got the box and put it through, but whatever. Effects, box shadow. 1, 1, 1, 1. Great. Okay. Let's create ourselves another section. Got a section beneath, but that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna split this into a column. Now we're just gonna do it about the author section. I don't like putting the about the author until the end. I'm not sure if this is just a preference, but especially with an author like this, I don't think that too many people care about her. She doesn't really have a massive name in the industry, so it's not like I'm gaining some kind of magical advantage for it. Okay, so we'll go plus, oops, Control Z that. Let's save our progress before we screw ourselves over again. And what I'm gonna do here is let's add an element, rich text. Okay. And check this out. Just copy paste from what we previously did. We're gonna slightly change it up, of course, just because I do want to get away from duplicate content, etc. Okay. Let me inspect this other one that I did. It's fairly large font. I'm just going to put it at 20. We're going to add underneath it an image. Browse the image. We're going to do multiple images on her. What I did for the last one, just to prove she's real. Okay. Copy this. Let's see where this puts us. Okay, image, browse. Dang, turned out well. Okay. The one thing I want to do is get the buy now back in there, so we're going to duplicate it. Is it selected? Ooh. Squiggle it all the way down to the bottom. Come on. Is this as far as we go? Yeah, rich text. It's after rich text. Bam. Where'd it go? Oh, screw you. Come on. Come on. All the way down. All the way down. Okay, we'll put the button right there. Perfect. I'm not going to keep the button there. I'm just going to put it down at the bottom. Probably make this a bit bigger. And that's just really going to send you right back up to this section right here. Like mainly to this element. Bam. So there is some stuff we have to clean up. We're going to want to look at all the images, probably recompress them, etc. Make sure they're the best possible images of it. Just Claude Davis, I guess. I will want this button quite a bit bigger. You do want to be mindful of like what's above the fold and what people are looking at. One of the big things I look for is just like what can they do and what do they see above the fold. Like for example, here's a sample from the book. That's a great one. Oh, it is 11:27. It is late in most areas, minus the bloody Aussies. It's nice and early there. But I don't know. I think we've done enough damage here. We basically recreated an entire landing page, our own version of it. Like the text will have to be worked with. By no means is this like a finished copy. I do just, you know, I'll go around. I'll make sure, like, I'll tighten it up a bit so it looks good. Kind of scrolling down, I'll look at it on multiple devices, make sure, like, okay, you know, it looks good. We still have to do a mobile version of it and everything else, but bam, look at it go. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And this is the start of making money. I did this exact same thing to an offer back when I started affiliate. I basically remade the landing page because it looked like it was from GeoCities. I wrote a lot of the text. I took a lot of the text. I'm going to change it, a lot of the text, and basically go from there. And this seems to be the magic. Plus we include WordPress Oxygen. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, anyways, I'm wrapping it up there. What did we do tonight? Well, in 1 hour, 38 minutes, I made an entire landing page. Hire me. No, I'm kidding. Don't hire me. I don't want to work for you. I got the freedom sauce right here. This is all you need to do. Don't work for anybody ever again. You don't like clients? Wow. Got some news for you, muchacho. You don't have to work for clients. Another thing is I will have to add a footer. But anyways, cheers, everybody. Chat. Patty, Iffy, do we have anything to say to the viewers before we go? Purposely leaving me hanging, I swear. Alright, anyways, let's cringe it up. Let's leave it like that. Bye, everybody. Have yourselves a great night, great New Year, great Christmas, great holiday, have yourself some